This entire next month of cars has been revealed in the Crew Motorfest. Every car from the start of this tomorrow, all the way to May. This is the video where I'm not gonna go very in-depth on those cars, I'm just gonna tell you them. But subscribe if you want to see me jump into them, tell you about them, actually review them, look into them, yada yada, whatever. But I did get early access for the first one. That's right, after people have begged for this car, we finally... April Fools? Look, I had to, look, it had to be it. Look, at least this April Fools, I'm giving you a full video with a bunch of information actually in it. It's just the G-Wagon was also tacked in. Yeah, well. Now to the actual new cars. The main stage vehicle has been revealed. It's this thing, the Porsche Coupe Baby Old-Timer Edition, which honestly, one of the more underrated summer cars, I think. This thing's actually quite nice for what it is, and it's one of only 3 exclusive racing summit cars. In fact, now it's, I guess, one of the last exclusive racing summit cars, because the Vulcan Duke came out in Twitch drops, and we don't know what's happening with that anymore, and the KTM Power Track is also going to be in this main stage again because it was bugged last main stage. But another free car coming alongside this thing is going to be the KTM Power Track Edition. So 2 free cars in racing at the beginning of this month. That's not bad at all. And also if it means that this thing actually finally gets some good liveries, thank God. We aren't done with day 1 just yet, because if you own the year 2 pass, you will receive the BMW M4 Red Bull Drift Brothers. This unique variant of the BMW M4, the only one in Drift, is actually technically in the game already. If you wanted to see this car before getting it next week, there it is, drifting around in the Red Bull playground. Ooh, it looks lovely going into the pits. Oh, I've never seen it do that before. I'm looking forward to that. But if you don't have the year 2 pass, this car will be available to you to purchase the week after. So April, I believe it's the 9th. But if you have the year 2 pass, you get this tomorrow, April 2nd. Not bad at all. And here is a breakdown of the rewards. But speaking of rewards, we actually just got the article for this first week of this next month. This week in the crew, April 1st. By the way, while I'm here, I do want to say, I'm probably a little exhausted this video. It's because of how busy that last weekend was. Sorry if this video is a bit more just getting through it. Because I am still just exhausted. From the, I mean, you'll see all the content, but what a weekend. Pro Racing Modifier in the Summit. Well, obviously, we've got the rewards, Laurel Tire, and I believe there's a topper somewhere that's exclusive or something. But besides all that, Pro Racing Summit Modifier. So, we have a Pro Racing Team Summit, obviously. It's Apex, whatever. But there will be no Nitro in the Summit, no minimap, no speedometer, cockpit view. Hey, I guess I'm glad that they tell us the original names of the events now, because you're gonna want to get in the game and start practicing whatever these events are gonna be. I wonder, are the skills gonna be no NOS cockpit view minimap speedometer? Probably not, right? But regardless, that's interesting. I wonder what that's gonna be like. Also, it seems to be a mix of old racing from Hanauma in the first year and the Red Bull update racing. We got Red Bull Apex Event 3. Well, I don't know what that is. But then we got the Apex Clash, we got the High Clash, and I see free practice, qualifying, night duel, formation laps, yada yada. I like the themes and whatnot. I'm looking forward to what names they're going to put in the summit. We got Saturday Grand Race is UK only. So presumably any vehicle spec, but UK only vehicles. We got the images, we got a bunch of other stuff. The bundle is these 2 things. Is that the 14? No, it's the 13. Yeah, and the disruption. Meh. Neither of these are the good one. And then a custom bundle. That's this next week, at least, I guess, if you were wondering. But, okay, back to the cars. So, this is the kind of stuff that's going to be in the gold in the summit, meaning the second highest rank. I think it's about 20,000 players that get that across all the platforms. These cars, if you buy all the cars for the summit, give it your best, you should be able to unlock. That being the Expo R for week 1, the Rough CTR 3, which I believe is the one in Street, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Gadrifolio? Was it always that? I thought it was Quadrifolio. Am I going crazy? Who knew? Koenigsegg CCR for week 4, but then we actually have a new car. After the Koenigsegg week, where we get a free hypercar, or well, not free, no extra cost, hypercar. But the final week, week 5, brings us not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but a brand new plane. Extra 330 SC Red Bull Edition plane. This thing is going to be in the summit as a platinum reward, meaning 9 or maybe 10 months time, this thing will be in the Prestige ticket store for however many Prestige tickets it ends up being, but only 10,000 players will unlock it at the end of this month. We've got something really big though. Something very cool. See, because when they posted this, they posted about the April 1st Grand Race, which is what's going on right now, where some of the silliest cars in the game are in the Grand Race, like the limousine drift, the drift section only. It's stuff like the Raptor truck, and any silly vehicle is in the Grand Race. But then they also posted about the fact that, you know, the BMW comes out, there's a Koenigsegg week, and then they say, did you say Jet? Yes, the Jet is coming this month. It makes sense because, well, there's a plane-themed week at the end of this month. And if you didn't already know, there is a Jet confirmed for the game in the custom mode. You can see the Jet section, which is also present in any plane event, meaning the Jet has gone directly into the custom mode, which is lovely to see. We're getting so many. We've got planes, helicopters, and jets. What is this game becoming? A lot of fun, I guess, but what is it becoming? The breakdown doesn't really end there because the timing needs to be more explained, and then there's one more vehicle. So that's why we're on this image, because you can see we have Apex opening, where the BMW that I mentioned comes, then this thing, as well as the Power Track are going to be in the main stage. Drift Harmony is the second week, we'll come back to that one. 2 vs 4, Koenigsegg selection with the free to unlock hypercar. But on that second week, we have a main stage legacy, and the main stage legacy for this month, dropping the second week, bringing back 2 events from each and every summit that month. If you missed it when it was in the main stage, but even if you didn't miss it, if you already own the vehicle, you'll get 300,000 bucks for reclaiming it at the end of the main stage legacy. We are getting the return of the Camaro ZL1 Rift Edition in the Motorfest Remixes main stage legacy. This thing, known for being one of the best Street Tier 2 vehicles in the Crew 2, now just a bind. It's a car, whatever. It's also one of the only Summit editions of a cover car in the Crew franchise's history. And then, of course, Aerial Circus, likely when we get the jet at the very end, and the plane at the very end. Leading into the next month, May, where we get the second playlist, the water bike, and the Audi RSQ e-tron. No one cares about the RSQ e-tron. But what we really want is obviously the G-Wagon. Alright, that's about it for me in a bit.